Simbi grew up in a small rural town in Nigeria, surrounded by dense green forest and winding rivers. She lived with her widowed mother, who struggled to make ends meet. Despite their poverty, Simbi's mother instilled in her a strong sense of ambition and determination. Simbi was a bright and beautiful young woman, and she dreamed of one day escaping poverty that had held her family back for so long. One day, while exploring the forest, Simbi stumbled upon a mysterious, ancient-looking shrine. The shrine was hidden deep in the forest, and Simbi felt a shiver run down her spine as she approached it. As she drew closer, she heard a strange whispery voice calling out to her. The voice seemed to come from within the shrine itself. Simbi felt a sense of trepidation, but she was also curious. She cautiously entered the shrine, and that was when she saw it, a glowing crystal-like object that seemed to be pulsing with an otherworldly energy. As Simbi reached out to touch the crystal, the whispery voice spoke out again. This time it was clearer, and Simbi could make out the words, "Simbi, I will grant you wealth and power beyond your wildest dreams," the voice said. "But you must first prove yourself worthy. You must continuously bring me men, strong and healthy. I will use their life force to fuel my power." Simbi was horrified, but she was also tempted. She had always dreamed of escaping poverty, and this seemed like the opportunity of a lifetime. She agreed to make the deal, and the voice told her that she would be given a special potion to lure the men to the shrine. Simbi's beauty was her greatest weapon. She would bat her eyelashes, flash her bright smile, and men would follow her anywhere. They would ignore the warning signs, the whispers of the villagers, and the eerie feeling that something was off. Simbi's charm was mesmerizing, and men would willingly walk into her trap. Simbi would take her victims to an ancient shrine deep in the forest. The shrine was hidden behind a waterfall, and the only sound was the rushing of the water and whispers of the deity. Simbi would chant and dance, calling out for the deity's power, and then she would sacrifice her victim, draining their life force to fuel the deity's dark magic. The villagers lived in terror of Simbi. They knew that she was behind the disappearances, but couldn't prove it. They would whisper warnings to each other, telling stories of Simbi's dark powers. But Simbi just laughed, knowing that she was above the law. As time passed, the deity demands grew stronger. It wanted more sacrifices, more life force to fuel its power. Simbi was torn between her loyalty to the deity and her growing sense of unease. She knew that she couldn't keep up with it forever, but she didn't know how to escape the deity's grasp. One day, Simbi set her sights on a young man named Wali. He was strong and handsome, and Simbi knew that he would make a perfect sacrifice. But Wali was not like other men. He was cautious, and he sensed that something was off about Simbi almost immediately. As Simbi tried to lure him to the shrine, Wali began to suspect that she was not what she seemed. As Wali dug deeper into Simbi's secret, he began to unravel the thread of her dark magic. Simbi, sensing that she was losing control, became more and more unhinged. She would lash out at Wali, trying to silence him with her charm and beauty, but Wali was not fooled at all. He knew that Simbi was a monster, and he was determined to stop her. Wali confronted Simbi at the shrine, determined to put an end to her dark rituals. Simbi, fooled by the deity's power, was determined to silence him once and for all. The two of them clashed out in a fierce battle, with Simbi using all her charm and magic to try and defeat Wali. But Wali was not alone. He had the support of the villagers, who had finally found the courage to stand up to Simbi. As Simbi was defeated, the deity unleashed its wrath upon the village. The sky grew darker, and the rivers began to boil. The villagers ran for cover, but Simbi stood tall, defiant to the end. And then, in a flash of light, she was gone. The villagers emerged from their hiding places. Surveying the damage, the shrine was destroyed, and Simbi was nowhere to be found. But the villagers knew that they had been given a second chance. They vowed never to let fear and superstition rule their lives again. And in the end, Simbi was gone. There was nothing but stories about her left in the village. Her mother, who was shocked in all of this, was happy rather than sad that her daughter was finally exposed. And the village was happy once again, living free of fears and worries. This brings us to the end of this interesting story. Please don't forget to like and follow for more updates. Bye. See you next time.